Look around your home right now. Is there a pile of clothes you keep meaning to put away? A sink full of dishes from last night? A table that somehow became a dumping ground for everything you didn't feel like dealing with? Here's the thing, and I say this with zero judgment. The mess didn't happen overnight, and it's not because you're lazy or disorganized or just not a tidy person. It happened because of what you didn't do in the morning. Tidy people, the ones with the homes that always look effortlessly clean, they don't spend hours scrubbing on weekends. They don't have some magical cleaning gene. What they have is a set of small, almost invisible habits that happen every single morning before 9 a.m. that prevent chaos from ever taking hold in the first place. Today, I'm going to show you all 6 of them, and I promise by the end of this video, your mornings and your home will never look the same. Habit number 1, they make their bed every single morning, without exception. I know you've heard this before, but hear me out because most people completely misunderstand why this matters. It's not about the bed, it's about momentum. Research from the National Sleep Foundation found that people who make their bed in the morning are 19% more likely to report getting a good night's sleep. But beyond sleep, a made bed is a visual anchor. It tells your brain, order is possible here. I am in control. Your bedroom is the first room you see in the morning and the last room you see at night. When it's tidy, the whole home feels calmer, even if the rest of it needs work. Tidy people understand this psychological trick, and they use it every single day. It takes less than 3 minutes. Pull up the sheets, fluff the pillows, smooth the duvet. That's it. 3 minutes that shift your entire mental state for the day. Pro tip from serious tidy people: keep your bedding simple. The fewer decorative pillows and layers, the faster you can make it look perfect. Tidy homes are often minimal by design, not because tidy people are boring, but because simplicity is easier to maintain. Habit 2 is one that will genuinely change how your home functions on a daily basis. Tidy people live by what's called the one-touch rule. Every item gets touched once. What does that mean? It means when you take off your coat in the morning, you hang it up right then, not later. When you bring in the mail, you sort it immediately. Recycling goes straight in the bin. Important things go to their designated spot. You don't put things down to deal with later. Later is where clutter is born. Think about the last time your home got seriously messy. I'd bet it wasn't from one big explosion of mess. It was 100 tiny moments of, I'll just set this here for now. Tidy people have trained themselves to eliminate those moments entirely. The morning is when this habit matters most because mornings are chaotic. You're moving fast, you're getting ready, you're making breakfast. Everything that gets put down carelessly at 7 a.m. is still sitting there at 7 p.m., and by then it has friends. In the morning, tidy people make a conscious decision with every single object they touch. Where does this live? And then they put it there, immediately. It feels slightly slower at first, but within a week it becomes automatic, and your home stays tidy almost effortlessly. If there is one single habit that separates genuinely tidy people from everyone else, it is this: they never leave the kitchen dirty after breakfast. The kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. When it's clean, the whole house feels manageable. When it's messy, dishes stacked in the sink, crumbs on the counter, pans soaking, it's like a low-level alarm going off in your brain all day. That mess has a psychological weight you carry with you even when you're not in the room. Tidy people have a simple, non-negotiable rule. Before you leave the kitchen after breakfast, it looks as good as it did when you walked in. That means washing or loading any dishes used, wiping down the counters, and putting everything back in its place. Now, I can already hear you saying, I don't have time for that in the morning. And here's my challenge back to you. Time yourself. Genuinely, actually time yourself. Wiping a counter takes 45 seconds. Putting 3 mugs in the dishwasher takes 1 minute. Rinsing a pan takes 2 minutes. You're not talking about 20 minutes of cleaning. You're talking about 5 minutes maximum. 5 minutes that mean you come home to a clean kitchen instead of dreading the evening cleanup that's been waiting for you all day. There's also a compounding benefit.
A clean kitchen inspires you to cook more, eat better, and generally treat your space with more respect. Cleanliness breeds cleanliness. Tidy people figured this out a long time ago. Tidy people don't just clean reactively, they do a proactive daily sweep of their home, and they do it every morning. I call this the 10-minute reset walk. Here's how it works. Before you leave the house, or before you sit down to start work if you're at home, you do one fast, intentional walk through every room. Not to deep clean, not to reorganize, just to reset. Glasses left on the coffee table? Back to the kitchen. Throw blanket bunched up on the sofa? Folded and placed neatly. Bathroom counter scattered with products? Lined up or put away. You're not scrubbing anything. You're just returning things to their baseline. What makes this habit so powerful is the timing. Doing it in the morning means you start your day with visual order. Your home is set up to stay tidy rather than drift toward chaos. And when you come home in the evening, whether you've had a great day or a terrible one, you walk into a calm, orderly space instead of more things demanding your attention. Studies in environmental psychology consistently show that visual clutter raises cortisol, your stress hormone. Tidy people intuitively understand this. They protect their mental energy by controlling their environment. 10 minutes, one walk, every morning. Set a timer if you need to. It actually makes it feel like a game rather than a chore. Let's talk about laundry. Specifically, the laundry that's been sitting in a chair, on the floor, or in the pile for the past 3 days. Tidy people have a very specific relationship with laundry, and it has 2 parts. Part 1, worn clothes never hit the floor. This sounds obvious, but for most people, the floor is where clothes go when they're probably clean enough to wear again, but not clean enough to fold. Tidy people eliminate this category entirely. Clothes are either worn and go directly into the hamper, or they're worn again and go back on the hanger or hook immediately. Part 2, laundry has a scheduled morning. Most tidy people designate 1 or 2 mornings per week when laundry gets started before anything else. While they're making breakfast or doing their morning routine, a load is already running. Laundry doesn't require your attention, it requires your initiation. You start it, and it does the work. The mistake most people make is treating laundry as a massive Saturday event, a huge pile, an entire afternoon, an experience to dread. Tidy people avoid this by treating laundry the same way they treat dishes, small, frequent, and never allowed to pile up. When the load is done, they fold and put it away immediately, not when I get around to it, because a basket of clean, unfolded laundry is still visual clutter. It still signals, I haven't finished, and unfinished things drain your mental energy.
The 6th and final habit is in many ways the foundation that makes all the others possible, and yet it's the most overlooked. Tidy people know exactly where everything in their home lives. Every object has a home base, a specific, designated spot where it belongs, not somewhere in the kitchen, not around the desk area, exactly where it lives. And every morning, as part of their reset, they make sure that everything has returned to its home base. This matters more than almost anything else because clutter is largely the result of things not having a place. When you don't know where something belongs, you put it down for now, and for now becomes forever. Creating home bases takes a little time up front. You have to look at your home and ask, does this object have a designated place? If not, assign it one. A tray by the front door for keys, wallet, and sunglasses, a designated charging station for devices, a specific hook for bags and coats, a spot on the desk for important papers only. Once everything has a home, every morning reset becomes automatic. You're not deciding where things go, you already decided that. You're just returning things to where they belong. It takes the mental effort out of tidying entirely. Tidy people aren't people with more time or more motivation. They're people who designed their environment so that being tidy is the easy option, not the effortful one. That is the real secret, and now you know it too. So there they are, the 6 morning habits that tidy people never skip before 9 a.m.
Let me run through them one more time so they really land. 1. Make your bed every morning, no exceptions. 2. Use the one-touch rule. Touch it once, put it where it belongs. 3. Leave the kitchen clean after breakfast. 4. Do a 10-minute reset walk through your home. 5. Deal with laundry early, frequently, and completely. 6. Give everything in your home a designated home base. None of these are hard, none of them take a lot of time, but combined, they fundamentally change how your home feels and how you feel inside it. Here's my challenge for you. Pick just one of these habits and commit to it for the next 7 days. Don't try to do all 6 at once, just one. See how it changes things. Then add another. Tidy homes aren't built in a day, they're built in minutes every morning through habits so small they almost feel too easy to matter, until suddenly, one day, you look around your home and realize this is exactly what I always wanted it to look like. If this video helped you, hit the like button. It genuinely helps more people find this content. And subscribe if you want more videos on building a calmer, more organized, more intentional life. I'll see you in the next one.